Hello everyone and welcome back to the Diecast Motorsports, and today we are getting ready for one of our last coming up shows. We only have 3 shows left of this tour, and now we are getting ready. This is our third show of the tour. Well, let's see, hold on, I'll have to recap. This is our 4th show, so this is going to be our second to last show. We have one more show coming up, and it'll either be, I'm either going to film it this week or next week. But anyways, we are getting ready today for our second to final competition. So points are going to have to be ranked up good for this series. And your leader right now in this series, driving Kraken, was Josh Bradley. Now, everybody basically knows who's driving which truck if you've been paying attention to the series. If not, you gotta go watch one of the other videos and find out who these drivers are. But the drivers that are watching, you know who you are. And welcome everybody that's been following this series as we get ready. And we're on our road still to the World Finals. And we will have more tours coming up in just a few weeks. We got 2 more arena tours to debut. And then after this tour, after this whole entire season of Season 3 of Monster Jam YouTube series, we'll go down to a Monster Trucks tour. Now, let's go ahead and get ready for our intros. And once again, I'd like to welcome you to the Monster Jam YouTube series. So here we go. Alright everybody, now we're getting ready for our round 1 of Monster Jam Racing. And now the reason why we got the Kinder Joy egg out here is because Easter was just yesterday. And so we got it out here as a crushable. And we're going to go ahead and get started with our Monster Jam Racing. Alright, in lane 1, piloting the Megalodon, it's Megalodon Fire, it's Nathan Hansen. And in the other lane, we have Lewis Thompson in Higher Education. Now let's get ready to go racing. And your winner is Megalodon Fire. And he'll be that first he'll be the first racing winner of the night. So he's gonna move on to that second round of racing. Next up, your series points leader right now is Josh Bradley and Kraken, and in another lane we got Tyler Eberhardt and Sasquatch. Now let's go racing. And your winner is Josh Bradley Kraken. Alright, next up in racing, and that was not supposed to happen. Sorry for that loud ruckus in the background. But anyways, let's get on back to the show. We got Eric Graves and Northern Nightmare in lane 1 representing Canada. And in the other lane, we have Terry Johnson and Earthshaker. Now let's go racing. And your winner is Northern Nightmare. Alright, next up in lane 1, representing Team Ice, it's Mike Casanero and Dragon Ice. And in the other lane, we have your second in points lead, Landon Jones in the all-new Bounty Hunter. Now let's go racing. And your winner was Landon Jones Bounty Hunter. And a wild ride there from Dragon Ice. Alright, next up, in lane 1, Driving Iron Outlaw. Oh, sorry, y'all. In lane 1, Driving Iron Outlaw, it's Bradley Graham. And in the other lane, Driving Scarlet Bandit, it's Samuel Lawrence. Alright, fans, let's go racing. And your winner was Iron Outlaw. That other lane is having a lot of issues out here tonight. Alright, now we're going to get down to that fastest loser. Alright, so going up against Megalodon Fire, your fastest qualifier was Chance Smith and Gravedigger. Now, let's go racing. And both trucks will crash, but Gravedigger is going to get the furthest down the lane. So that means Chance Smith, Gravedigger moving on. Alright, next up, it's Northern Nightmare versus Kraken. And Kraken will go over 2 as Northern Nightmare will take that win. Alright, now we are officially in our semi-final round. Wait, yeah, we're officially in our semi-finalists. And in lane 1, we have Landon Jones and Bounty Hunter. And in the other lane, we have Iron Outlaw. And your winner is Landon Jones Bounty Hunter. Alright, so here we go. Chance Smith and the Gravedigger up against Eric Graves and Northern Nightmare. Now let's see who's going to take that win and go up against Landon Jones and Bounty Hunter. We're going to have to redo that race because... Alright, so here we go. We have to fix something on the track real quick. But anyways, let's go racing. And your winner was Northern Nightmare. Alright, so next up, here is our championship race. We're about to claim a racing winner out here tonight. So let's go ahead and meet our drivers. In lane 1, we have Eric Graves and Northern Nightmare. And in lane 2, we have Landon Jones and Bounty Hunter. Now let's go ahead and see who's going to get that win. Ready, set, go. And your winner is Landon Jones Bounty Hunter. Once again, taking another win. That is going to boost him up to that overall event championship. And now we are going to go ahead and reset the track for longest wheelie. Alright, everybody, it is now time for the longest wheelie competition. And now we're going to go ahead and get started with Northern Nightmare. Went into that championship race, but was not able to come out alive at the end. Now we're going to go ahead and get started for our first longest wheelie. And over he'll go, and he is going to go ahead and get knocked out. Alright, next up is Josh Bradley in Kraken. And he is going to be knocked out as well. Next up, it's Terry Johnson in Earthshaker. And he will be knocked out as well. Next up, it's Tyler Eberhardt in Sasquatch. And he will be knocked out as well. Next up, it's Lewis Thompson in Higher Education. And he'll be knocked out as well. Next up, it's Nathan Hansen, Megalodon Fire. And he'll be knocked out as well. Next up, driving Dragon Ice, it's Mike Canzanero. And he'll be knocked out as well. Alright, everybody, we're just going to have to cancel the longest wheelie competition because it is just not working out on this track. and we'll be ready for freestyle. Alright, buddy, to kick it off, first up, and freestyle, it's going to be Samuel Lawrence and Scarlet Bandit. Right now, your points, or your overall event championship leader is still going to be Landon Jones and Bounty Hunter. Oh, we got to clear the track off real quick. Here we go. Coming out, starting off the freestyle pretty good, getting good grip of the track already. And already taking out the Kinder Egg. Had a pretty decent freestyle here so far. Yeah, nice. Gets a bicycle there. Going a little bit too crazy right there, hitting the barrier. Having a decent freestyle. Pretty good run so far. Nice air there. Samuel Lawrence proving a good freestyle here tonight. Lining up for the backflip and not going to get it, and that is the end of the run. Let's get up for Samuel Lawrence and Scarlet Bandit. Alright, next up in freestyle, it's Lewis Thompson in Higher Education. Now he's going to have to come out here and beat what Samuel Lawrence did in Scarlet Bandit. Rushing the crush cars. Nice wheelie across the cars there. And another nice wheelie coming from the Higher Education machine. And over he'll go. Let's give it up for Lewis Thompson in Higher Education. Next up in freestyle, it's Chance Smith in Gravedigger. Now he definitely wants to redeem himself after last week's freestyle, as he would flip over, and there he goes, flipping that truck over early. Let's give it up for Chance Smith and Gravedigger. Next up, piloting Dragon Ice, it's Mike Canzonero. He's going to also have to go hard if he wants to beat that leading run from Samuel Lawrence. And a crazy crash, probably the craziest crash we've seen all year. Let's give it up for Dragon Ice. Next up in freestyle, it's Bradley Graham and Iron Outlaw. And that is not going to count. That was a very bad flip over there. But anyways, here we go. After that, no more flip overs. And now the run has officially started. He's just got to come out, beat his teammate, and let's see what he can do. And over he'll go. Let's give it up for Iron Outlaw. Next up in freestyle, it's Eric Graves and Northern Nightmare. Nice air to start the run. Now, he has been planning something all season long, and I don't know when he plans on doing it, but maybe we'll see it happen tonight. I know I have said this a lot. He has usually not had a good opportunity in freestyle. His freestyles have usually ended pretty early, So hopefully he'll last long enough and maybe do what he wants to do. So no, last season he was talking to me, or not last season, but when I first got him as a driver, he was really talking about doing something he wanted to do, so let's see if he does it out here tonight. Having a pretty solid freestyle run so far. Just needs to have some wow factor. Lining up for backflip, and he will get a perfect backflip. First backflip of the night. First completed backflip of the night. And still going out here in freestyle. Going for donuts. And let's see what he's still going for it. Not seeing anything crazy yet. And it looks like he's gonna, oh nope, he's going for a reverse backflip, looks like, and he will not complete it. That was probably what he was talking about. Let's give it up for Eric Graves and Northern Nightmare. I'm going to say it's your new leader because we finally got ourselves a complete backflip. Next up in freestyle, driving Earth Shaker, it's Terry Johnson. And nice air to start the run off. He's going to have to come out here and go hard if he really wants to. And over he'll go. Let's give it up for Earthshaker with Terry Johnson, but that right there is the end of the run. Next up in Megalodon Fire, it's Nathan Hansen. And starting off the run pretty good there. And still want to go hard out here if he really wants to get that win. And over he'll go. Let's give it up for Nathan Hansen and Megalodon Fire. Next up, we have Tyler Eberhardt and Sasquatch. Lining up for that yellow car. Let's see what's going to happen. Huge air to start off the run. Biggest air we've seen out here all night. And over he'll go. Looks like he was going a little bit too hard for the first two hits. And that is it for Tyler Eberhardt. And next up in freestyle, it's your point series leader, Josh Bradley and Kraken. He is also going to have to come out here and throw down a good freestyle if he wants to beat Northern Nightmare. Have a pretty solid run so far from Josh Bradley Kraken. And got a little bit of a bicycle there, and over he'll go. Sadly enough, that is the end of the run for Josh Bradley Kraken. And our last competitor out here in freestyle, it's your tonight's racing winner, Landon Jones Bounty Hunter. And nice air to start off the run. And he's going to have to go crazy out here tonight if he really wants to get that win. And he is getting some pretty decent air out here so far tonight. And nice air going crazy already. That new truck probably helping him out a lot. Because that truck is going to be a lot lighter. And a lot more advantages based off that Pencil Hunter monster truck in real life. Lining up for a backflip. And almost gets it, but it's going to bounce. That was the most realistic backflip fail attempt we've had out here in Monster Jam YouTube series. And now it is time to claim our freestyle winner. And your winner of freestyle is Eric Graves in Northern Nightmare. And now our overall event champion will be, and also your overall event champion is Eric Graves and Northern Nightmare due to him getting to that championship final, which adds up points to him. And then you also have that freestyle win, which adds more points. So that means your winner is Eric Graves, Northern Nightmare. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the side view of this track, since I never really show off these tracks. And we'll have a different track for our final show. And that was it for this show. And now next week we'll be ending the series. So if you want to go check out the rest of the series for this championship series, Stadium Tour 2, go ahead and check it out. And this was the end of this. This was the second last show. So make sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.